One of the things I experienced was that most of our patients who had one sickness or the other, especially diabetes, did not do very well if their diet is not being taken care of. My medical background gives me the understanding of the human body, helps me to actually know what is important when it comes to nutrition. My name is Dr. CHIME. I'm a medical doctor turned food entrepreneur. I'm co-CEO of CHIME Foods Limited, Bauchi, located in the Technology Incubation Center. I worked as a medical doctor for 9 years in the teaching hospital. I felt that if one can actually be taught how to eat and those foods made available to the person, that we'll have fewer cases coming to the hospital because most of them did so well when their diets were being modified. Personally, I had an experience with acha even as a young man, which made me to really like the grain. But one of the basic drawbacks about the acha was that it contains a lot of sand. And I went on a journey to actually remove the sand, process it, package it in a neat way so that it will be able to give people an option when it comes to eating well. We just started with that child, started in a one-room apartment, doing this and packaging the product and giving to people who needed it, and we were so grateful. We saw that we were making impact with giving that, and from one product, we have moved on to 7 products. From being in Bauchi, we have moved on to so many states in the Federation. We have other products like the dates powder, sterling dates powder. We have our spiced beans flour. That's beans flour that contains onions and pepper inside of it for making moi, akara, and all the rest. We have other products like our Nutri-Pap. It's a nutritional pap for breastfeeding mothers, pregnant women, growing children. Helps them to be able to grow well and avoid malnutrition. And we also have our tiger nuts powder. We have our chubby meal that helps to prevent malnutrition. I think these are some of our products. Our products are NAFDAC approved. So as our procedures, our setup is under NAFDAC approval. So we make sure that our raw materials are properly and carefully brought into the factory. We don't just get from anybody. We get from farmers who understand the standard of what we are doing. And when these raw materials are being brought, it's being checked. And when it's being checked, it's being sieved of any form of foreign material, any form of dust or anything. Ask me to put our staff strength, if we are to bring in the direct sales agent or our marketing, then we should be about 200 and something. We are quite passionate about what we do. It's a mission to us. And not just that, my medical background gives me the understanding of the human body, helps me to actually know what is important when it comes to nutrition. And then if you watch, most of our products are nutrition-based products. One of the major challenges we have is issue of access to funds. And because as a processing company, we realize that you actually need a lot of running capital if we are to meet up with the market demand. And then secondly issue is the issue of raw materials. We realize that we still have an undeveloped sector, the agricultural space in Nigeria, where there is no proper networking between farmers and then we processors. I think government has a lot to do. Government has a lot to do. They really need to help indigenous businesses access capital, not just any capital, but good capital with low interest and long term. Most of the capital that the banks are, that you can access through banks are with high interest rates. And some of them are mostly short term, 1 year, 2 years.